Hi, my name is Margo Anton. Welcome to Mosaic Arts Online. I'm here teaching Shag Rug Mosaics. I first started developing this technique about 8 years ago when I created a workshop on texture in mosaic. Playing around with little matchsticks of smalty made me want to explore the idea even further. I started experimenting with various adhesives, angles, colors, and materials until I came up with combinations that create interesting, beautiful works of art. In this online course, I will guide you step by step to create 3 different projects, which are the building blocks that you can use to create more intricate, larger works like this one here. You'll learn about suitable bases and substrates, the right adhesive to use, how to cut the matchstick pieces of smalty that I call shags. Next, you'll learn how to place the shags for best effect and learn how to finish off your pieces and install hanging hardware if need be. I also have a comprehensive discussion about color and a guided tour of several of my past works so you can see these building blocks in action. You will have this course to refer back to as often as you like and a PDF with resources for all the tools and materials needed. So let's get started.
Margo, thank you so much for coming back to Mosaic Arts Online. It's so great to have you. And this online course now, you know I've wanted this for a long time, so I'm so happy you're here.
It's great to be back. I had so much fun filming this course. Yes. I am so excited to get it out there.
I am too. I really am. So let's just dive right in. Can you explain how you discovered this technique? Because it's really unique, and when we see it, we know you created it.
That's so cool. But I started experimenting with texture in mosaic about 8 years ago. And I was building a course and I was trying to think of different ways of creating texture to pass along to students.
Yeah.
And one of the things I did was cut smalty into these little matchsticks. And I thought, you know, hey, it seems like there's a little bit more possible here than just putting them in up and down. Like, what else can I do with this? Because it looks like this could really go somewhere.
Wow. Well, it is really amazing. And the way that she does teach 3 different techniques with these that can be expanded into something more. But elaborate more on the design process, because there is a lot that does go into this. As, you know, just elaborate. You could tell me.
Well, the thing is when I first started doing this, I didn't really know what was possible. It was like trying to play a game where I didn't know the rules yet. So I had to figure out the rules as I went along. So much of it was trying to say, what happens if I do this? What happens if I do this? Like, if I lean some going this way and I lean some going this way, what happens when they meet? and so it just became more of an exploration and trying to figure out what it could do rather than following some sort of rules that I already had established.
But isn't that sort of what art is? Is it's exploration, experimenting, being creative. Like, you just kind of got in there and did what felt good and had fun with it, and it was a success because of what came up out of it.
Absolutely.
And do you feel like beginners could really get into something like this as well as people that have more experience with the nipping and creating with this? Is Italian smalty. You can use both Italian smalty and Mexican smalty in this course.
Well, I think beginners can and have done fabulously in this course.
Awesome.
I've taught this course live before, and I have had some people who were brand new to mosaics and also people who were brand new to using smalty. So the first time they'd ever cut smalty was learning to cut shags. The thing is, though, is the material can take a really long time to process, and so it's important to get that step correct. And learning how to get these little tiny matchsticks cut and taking your time doing that, even though it takes a long time to process all the material, the end result, I think, is so gratifying.
It is. It is so gratifying. And you are seeing basically all the tools and materials that are necessary for this course. It is all nippers. You don't have to use a hammer and hardy. It is a simple adhesive you can get at the hardware store. So she really gives you so much of her tips and tricks, and it really is learning to practice and process, and then you get this most gratifying artwork. And I just can't thank you enough for coming here and doing this.
Hey, it's been fabulous.
Yay!